So the big question is this: how do voiceover artists like us who are looking to take our careers to the next level, but don't buy into the claims of needing expensive equipment and demos, start bringing in new clients? How do you follow a clear path to changing your voiceover side hustle into your full-time job and stick it to those that said you couldn't? Those are the questions, and this podcast will give you the answers. My name is Earl Hall, and welcome to In the Booth with Earl Hall, where we know how to grind and don't quit. And good Wednesday morning, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in today to In the Booth with Earl Hall, where we show you how to start, build, and grow a successful voiceover career. First of all, guys, thank you so much to all the folks that went out on yesterday, the launch day for the book. Still Amazon bestseller in the top 100. Kudos to you guys. Thank you so much for going out there and doing what you did, purchasing the book. I've got to send a great shout out to the folks that have already reviewed the book on Amazon. This is just amazing to me. Thank you, Conchita Congo. Thank you, Anthony Cheeseborough. Thank you, Mage Pro. Thank you, Mike G and Sam Harrison. You guys are amazing. I can't even believe the stuff that you have written down about this book in your reviews. I am so humbled and owe you guys a debt of gratitude. Thank you so much for doing that. I'm still kind of blown away just looking at the rankings on Amazon right now in the business and money section, in the home-based business section, in the small business entrepreneurship section, all in the top 100. Number 34 right now in the business and money section, go figure. Number 36 in the entrepreneurship and small business home-based section. I don't even know what to say. It's kind of, all of this is really kind of blowing me away, but you guys are amazing and awesome. And just thank you so much for all of that. Good morning, Rich over on YouTube, Adrian, Mia, Tatum, Lenny. Adrian's got a question about inputs and outputs, but we're not talking about that on today. That's more for one of your one-on-one sessions that we should talk about that particular type of thing, because sometimes I need to see things in order to really get going. We'd be going back and forth too much over that. But thanks everyone so much for being in here and everything that you guys have done over the past 24 hours to really make the book Steps to Voiceover Success a success. Obviously, I could not have done it without you. So thank you so much for that. Over on Facebook, we've got Conchita. What's up? Thanks for your review. We've got Michelle. We've got Ben over here. Good morning to everyone. And we've got our first person over on Facebook in the Facebook group for Steps to Voiceover Success to post a picture with their Grind and Don't Quit t-shirt. Dean Wendland put up a post. It was amazing seeing that. It's the first time I've seen anyone put up a post other than myself wearing their t-shirt. And he got a blue one, which looks great on him. So, hey, if you guys have ordered your stuff in regards to the Grind and Don't Quit gear, please post that in the Facebook group for Steps to Voiceover Success. Gonna love seeing you guys with that gear on, your coffee mugs, your mouse pads. You guys have purchased a whole bunch of stuff from the store. And if anyone wants to get some Grind and Don't Quit gear, just go to stepstovoiceoversuccess.com and you'll see the link for Grind and Don't Quit gear. And you can go ahead and get whatever you like there. Good morning, Tatum. Glad to see you in the house. Did an interview this morning for the magazine. Actually, I was interviewed by Cyrus Webb. He is a celebrity interviewer, so, interviewer to the stars. And I mean, the big ones that are out there. And he just so happens to be actually one of my best friends. We've been friends for quite a while now. We literally talk just about every day. And he has a really top-rated show. And you can check him out at cyruswebb.com, CRYUSWEBB.com. And you can see the different interviews that he does and the different stars and authors and actors and, musicians, artists, the whole nine yards. Just a great guy. definitely you want to make sure you follow him. You can find him on YouTube too. His show is Conversations Live. Just look up Cyrus Webb or look up Conversations Live, and you're going to see it. You're going to see him all right there. So he's an amazing interviewer. And so just did that this morning about 2 hours ago. And that's going to be transcribed right now so it can go into the magazine that's hopefully dropping next week. And I'm wondering about the release date for the magazine because I actually hired a, what is it called? Basically someone that can do all the graphics and the digital design and whatever those folks are called. Just hired someone to do that because I realized, you know what? It's not my skill set. Let me just pay someone to do this so that I can get it done right. I mean, I think I did a decent enough job on the cover of the magazine, but you know, someone that does this for a living can be much better at doing those types of things. And I've got a lot of stuff to do. I mean, it is amazing. Tomorrow, I take my trip over to Indiana. I'll be speaking at Indiana University. So I just got the information from those folks, and he's like wondering what's happened because so many people are looking to come to this event. He said, because Earl, you know, you're going to be there and, you know, I've built you up and all this kind of stuff and they've seen you on the net. So all of these people are going to be here. I don't even know what the number count is at this point. I mean, we're not talking huge. We're not talking about like thousands of people here. You know, if there's 100 people in there, I'd be surprised. But it's going to be a good time. I plan on having a good time, and it'll be something a little bit different from doing this live, you know, doing this live show like this. But I'm going to represent the voiceover industry, and just to illustrator. Thank you, Adrian. Or maybe something else. Yeah, it's an illustrator, but it's probably something else as well. But I'm really looking forward to doing this and speaking and just encouraging people and kind of just laying this whole thing out about voiceover. Yeah, I can't say pissed off, but I'm getting more and more driven about this thing and about the ability of you guys, anyone that wants to build a voiceover career. Man, it's just really coming down to doing the work. And for the past couple of days, I've been talking about things like LinkedIn, and even yesterday when we had the conversation about Pinterest. So much stuff can be done to build your business in this social media world that we live in right now. And it's like there's literally no excuse. It's a mindset that we've got to get out of from the old way that we've been taught. The old way that we've seen people talk about building a voiceover career and whatever else. This is a new day. It's simply a new day. Good morning, Jess. Glad to have you in over on Facebook. Social media, email marketing, these things are going to be where it's at. We've got the freelance sites and we've got the pay to plays and stuff like that. And we've always had those at least since about 2005, 6, 7, somewhere in there when they kind of came on the scene. And we've been duped a lot, whether it's through courses that we've taken, through books that we've read that give us absolutely no information on how to actually do this thing. And we stay in the dark. Okay. What I'm finding hard for me to do is turn the light on. A lot of times when I'm talking to people, to just turn the light on and say, no, just do this, just do this. So this is what I want to do today. This is what I want to do today. Because what did I title this live stream? What is your goal in 2018 in voiceover? That's it. Let's see. Tatum is saying, what's the information in Indy? I would like to come to the seminar. Okay. I'll post that in the Facebook group a little later today. I will post that in the Facebook group. And if anyone would like to come and attend, then you're more than welcome. Please don't expect anything big. It's not like this is going to be some big, huge conference or something like this. This is for, actually, do I still have my email open? Nah, I closed the email out. I would have read that to you. And I don't feel like going back and open up that, my email account. But anyway, I will post that information in the group as far as the time. It is tomorrow, Thursday. And I believe it starts at about 5 p.m. Central. But I will post that information in the Facebook group and give an invite and see who wants to come. So if you're close to Indiana U, then would love to see you and meet you live and in living color and all that. So what I want to do today, when we're talking about what's your goal for 2018 in voiceover, let me tell you something that we all have heard but very few people pay attention to, but is extremely important that I found in my own life and career. There are two things that need to happen. One, you need to write it down, and two, you need to execute. Now, between those two things, there's a disconnect between the writing down and the executing. First of all, I kind of do it backwards. I have the idea and I start executing, and then I start writing it down. I'll fix it as I go. But I've learned myself, because of my own personality, and you guys heard me talk yesterday about being a procrastinator. Because of my own personality, what it is that I do is I have the idea and I just start. I literally just start. When you guys heard me mention, 2 weeks ago, less than 2 weeks ago, I was going to write a book. And the next day I said, I'm going to come out with a magazine. Well, it's not even 2 weeks. The book is out. The magazine is coming. It's in production as we speak. And I fix it along the way, or I tweak it along the way. What so many people do, they have an idea and they start thinking and they never start doing. So what I'm going to say now is that it's just time to do. It's time to execute. So if you're a person that needs a sort of direction, or you want to have your own kind of little checklist to go off, here's what you do. And this is so simple. And we've always heard that, look, if you don't write it down, it's not going to become important. It's not going to, it's not going to, you're not going to see it come to fruition and all of that. Get yourself a piece of paper or your favorite word processing software and start writing down daily tasks. Grab you a piece of paper. And it's as simple as this. Let's start tomorrow. Let's just say we're going to write down a list of things and we're going to start doing tomorrow. Okay? So this is your checklist that you're going to begin tomorrow. No, I'm not a guy that wants to wait till Monday. And I'm not a guy that I'm just not that guy. It's like, okay, you need to do it. If you're on, let's say, let's take something simple. Let's say you're on Fiverr. Let's say that's one of the things. And you can use this for anything that you're on, for email marketing, whatever, using Instagram, using Twitter, using LinkedIn, using Pinterest, whatever. Tomorrow, which will be Thursday, I will, write this down, I will contact, put down the number 5. I think that's easy. 5 new, I'm writing it too. I'm writing this down. Prospects. Okay. Now, if you're on a site like a Fiverr or a freelance site, those 5 new prospects are going to be 5 proposals that you write from people that are looking for voiceover work. 5 proposals. So you're either going to go on LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, one of these things, whatever social media network you want to pick. I like LinkedIn now. I'm like this LinkedIn guy now. And you're going to search for your genre. If your genre is e-learning, you're going to just go to the search bar like I showed you the other day, and you're going to type in e-learning. And before you even finish typing in e-learning, it's going to start propagating with things for you to click on. What I'm telling you right now, obviously, is not rocket science. But it is the thing that if you commit to doing will make the difference 90 days from now. If you don't do it until Monday, it'll be 90 days from Monday. If you wait till the new year, because there's only, 2-3 weeks left, 3 weeks left in the year. If you wait until the new year, then you'll start seeing results in March. If you do it now, you'll start seeing results into January and February. And the thing about this is, especially with the marketing that you need to do at this time of year, when things are slow, when people aren't hiring as much. And I say that, maybe I should stop saying that because I'm still getting work. I've got voiceover work to do this week. So let's stop using that as an excuse, the time of year. But the things that you do right now, especially if you start tomorrow, or you can start today. You're a badass, start today. You're going to, right around the time where people are looking to spend money again, you're going to be in their inboxes. You're going to be more at the top of their mind if you start doing this now. Now, I'm looking at, let's see here. Let me look at a couple of comments over here on YouTube because I got some coming in. My goal, Rich is saying, my goal is to go part-time on my retail job and fill the rest of my time with VO. You got to be more micro than that. That's a macro goal. You need more micro. You got to, okay, if that's your goal, whatever it is you say you want to be, now you got to reverse engineer how to do that. When you reverse engineer from the goal, go ahead and set the big goal. Now you got to reverse engineer that goal. And that's kind of where I'm starting from at the very micro beginning. So if you look at your macro goal, this is the big thing that you're going to be looking at. How do you get to that point? Well, you have to start taking down data and recognizing and realizing what your data is saying. So if you're contacting 5 people a day, let's just say Monday through Friday. I'll give you the weekend off. Okay, I'll give you the weekend off. Let's say it's Monday through Friday. You're going to contact 5 people a day. That's 25 contacts a week. It's 25. I dare say no one is making that effort right now. Could be wrong. If you are, let me know. But I dare say that there is no one that's doing that. And so you do this 25 contacts a week. Let's say in the next 30 days, someone contacts you and says, hey, I want you to do some work. Or within that same week, hey, I want you to do some work. So now that you've got your little spreadsheet and you're starting to input all this information about the 5 contacts you're making every day, you can write it down, you put it on Excel, whatever, put it in a Word doc, just keep track of it. And then what happens is if someone contacts you back after you've been contacting them and developing that relationship, commenting back and forth on social media, and I'll talk about that a little later, which I've talked about it ad nauseum for the past couple of days, but I'll go ahead and reiterate what I've said already. But, okay, so one person contacts you. You've made 25, 60, whatever, 75 contacts over 3 weeks. One person calls you back, you get a job. What that tells you in the data is, I've got to make 75 contacts in order to make one person into a client. Just using that example, if it takes 120 to get one, that's your data. You start following. So that means that, okay, it'll start making it easier. I know that if I contact 130 people around that number, and you've got to get this data yourself. You've got to do the data work and get that. But it'll start helping you reverse engineer how to get to that goal. So if you need 10 clients in order to quit your job and whatever it is, whatever that goal is, go part-time. Like Rich is saying, you have the data now to map that out even further. But it starts with the micro stuff that you're going to be doing from day to day. And when I talk about connecting with people on social media, I'm going to go through this again because people are going to screw this up. And I know it. So you go on a site like LinkedIn or Facebook or whatever, and you find all the social media connections for this potential client that you want to do work with. And you go on their social media, and the first thing that you say is, hey, I'm a voiceover artist. Maybe we can work together. That is not the thing to do. No, that's not the work. That will get you nowhere. What you do, and the people that do this will see the results. The people that don't won't. So you go online. You see their social media. You look at what they're talking about on social media. You see a post that they posted. Let's say we're in the e-learning realm. You look at the different posts that they're posting on their wall or whatever, and you add some intelligent, valuable information to the conversation they started. You don't start a whole new conversation. This isn't what we do in the beginning. We go there, they're talking about a certain specific subject, you add value, and you can, especially from the perspective of a voiceover artist, but it's no need for you to even say that you're a voiceover artist. You just comment and add value to what they're already saying and show that you understand what they're talking about and show how it can make it a little bit better or whatever. You add value to the conversation they started, to the conversation they're having. Because if you do anything else, you're just disrupting what it is that they're attempting to do. You're spoiling their plan. Now, what happens, and I talked about this a little bit yesterday, when you start going into different people's profiles and looking at their posts and commenting on those posts, the way that I just described, what happens is that people start clicking on your profile. Oh, that was some great input. Who is this person? They click on your little icon, your little cute face, and they go to your profile and or wherever, whatever. But they go to try and find out more information about you. Lo and behold, wow, this person's a voiceover artist. I may want to stay in contact with them because I've got some good stuff coming up. And oh my God, did they add some real value to what it was that I was talking about? And they didn't try and sell me anything. They didn't try and, give links to their website and all this other kind of, this is how it's done. And just think about your own actions. Think about your own actions. Mia is saying, what if we don't have a clue about what they're posting? Then you don't. You don't. There's nothing to add. If you have no value to add, either you're going to have to read more about that topic and see what other value you may be able to bring so that you can come back and do the post. But we're talking about relatively simple stuff here, or relatively easy stuff. I mean, people in e-learning, they're talking about things like how to create courses. They're even talking from time to time how to go about finding a voiceover artist. And that's gold to you. Because if they're asking how to go about finding a voiceover artist, no, you don't go in there and say, hey, visit my website. Don't do that. You go in there and give some good content on different ways that they can find voiceover artists. You don't sell yourself, you add value. You add value. That's it. And you add value without asking anything in return, knowing that they're going to come back around. Now, once you do all of these things, and let's say they don't, for instance, let's take the bad case scenario. Say they never, ask you anything one-to-one or want to get more information from you or whatever. What you do at that point, once you've given value, maybe 1, 2, 3 times to some of the things that they're doing, what you do then, it's a prime opportunity for you to go ahead and try and contact them one-to-one. And when you contact them one-to-one, whether it's because you went to their website and you found their email address or they have a contact us page or whatever. Hey guys, man, those articles, I'm fake typing. Those articles that you guys wrote on X, Y, and Z were so amazing. I hope you enjoyed the input that I gave there. Would love to see if there's an opportunity to maybe work with you guys either now or down the road, but would love to stay in contact. Is there a way maybe we can set up a call or do something like, just write something along those nature, but you always want to reference what you've done already. Now, you know what a lot of people that are watching right now and a lot of people that will watch this video later, you know what they're saying? Or you know what you're saying? Sure seems like a lot of work. Yep. Yep. And that's the work that's required today. If you want to get those connections and be seen as a real professional and not a commodity. Because when you go out there and you add value to what someone else is doing, you are an expert. You're seen as someone that has some knowledge. You're seen as someone in the know, someone that they want to be in contact with. But if you're like most every every other voiceover artist, they're going on their Facebook pages of these companies. They're going on the LinkedIn wall. They're going on Twitter and, hey, I'm a voiceover artist. Can I get some work from you? You're a commodity. All right, I'm going to take some questions on this here, because I can't believe I've been talking for this long. This is amazing that I've been talking this much. But let's see here. If you got some questions, if you want to call in, you can just Skype me right now and I'll go ahead and take your call, bring you in live on the air. Let's see. We've got Scott. I do a 30-day. Let's see. To get this audio engineer. Good morning, everyone. Anthony. Hey, what's up, Anthony? Mage. It's all about getting found. Absolutely. Tatum is saying good morning to Anthony. I love you guys talking to each other. This is amazing to me. I'm going to bounce over here to Facebook quickly here and see some of the stuff that's going on over there. And I'm going to do a refresh here. And now's the time to ask the question, guys. You know, I've been saying on about 30, 35 minutes. So we're right at that 30-minute mark right now. So if you've got some questions, go ahead and let me know what those questions are, and I will be able to take those. Otherwise, oh, I do have an announcement to make. So let's see here. Okay. All right. In the booth on the road. Yeah, Ben. All right. So the special announcement. Oh my gosh, Anthony, thank you. Anthony just sent me a $5 super chat on YouTube. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Anthony, more than you know. All of this entire year has been a humbling experience for me. A very, very humbling experience. So thank you guys so much for everything it is that, I mean, to express the level of humility that I have based on the trust that you guys have given me and the camaraderie, the family-like group that we're beginning to develop. It's one of the things that drives me to just want to give more and more and more. So I definitely appreciate you guys so much. And thank you once again, Anthony, for that $5 super chat that you just sent over on YouTube. Thank you so much. All right, here's my announcement. I will not be on air the rest of the week. Tomorrow, I have to travel to Indiana. And then I'm pretty much going to lose a day by going and giving this talk. And so I won't be on air Friday, but don't worry. I'll be back on Monday morning to be with you, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know, you'll probably see me pop up somewhere, I'm sure, on social media. I just won't be doing the live broadcast the rest of this week, but I will be back on Monday morning. And the last week of December, I will not be doing broadcasts. I will be back on the 2nd of January. So that last week of December, basically I'll be off, and I will be back on air the 2nd week of January. And what I want to see, even though I'm going to be off, doesn't mean I'm not going to be working, but I want to know what you guys are doing. I want to know the things that you're implementing. I want to know the grind and don't quit mentality that you have and not quit. Once you can get your mind wrapped around the idea, like everything that I just said during this broadcast about the thing to do, the 5 contacts a day, and all the things you've got to do within social media in order to get this thing really going. There's going to come a time, for some of you, it's going to be quicker. For some of you, it's going to be slower, that you're going to get tired of it. And you're going to say, this isn't working. And you've got to put in your mind, what you do today will not show you results for 60 to 90 days, closer to the 90. Once you wrap your head around that, and so many people that have been following me for most of the year that have implemented these types of things, they understand that already. They understand that it's going to be about 90 days to see results. But if you quit, and if you don't press through that hard time, you're never going to see the good results that will come. You never will. And some of the things that you're going to do starting tomorrow or starting today for some of you, you're going to see a result 6 months from now, a year from now, because people are going to hold on to that communication, especially if we're talking about email and things of that nature, and they're going to reach out to you. All right. So any questions from you guys? Any questions? And I'm just taking a look here. Thanks once again, Anthony. I definitely appreciate you, brother. Doing a little refresh here over on Facebook just before I close out here. And I hope this broadcast has been a valuable one for you and that you've gotten something from it. I don't know what Conchita, who are you talking to, Conchita, over here? Leave that to Fred and Wilma. You're like the Jetsons. I don't know I don't know if you're talking to me or if you're messing with someone else on that one. But anyway, it was funny just to take a look at. But the super rock stars that are in the group, once again, thanks everyone for purchasing the book. It's still out there. The paperback is available, by the way. But I just sent a note over to Amazon because they have the paper book there, the paperback book, but it's saying on Amazon currently unavailable, and email you or whatever that you can send out an email for when it's available. But I just sent a message to Amazon because I'm confused because they're saying it's available on one thing, but then when I look at the Amazon page, it's showing currently unavailable. So I've got to wait for Amazon on that. But if you want to go ahead and see the paperback book, it's there. If you want to get that in your hands, then you can go ahead and do that. But I want to say thank you once again for everyone that has purchased the Kindle book version, especially the people that have reviewed it. Conchita, thank you. She's the top reviewer so far. Anthony Cheeseborough, Mage Pro, Mike G, and Sam Harrison. Thank you so much for the amazing reviews that you gave to the book after you read it. Definitely appreciate that. Those of you that have the book and you're reading it, and once you finish reading it, please go to Amazon, Kindle, or whatever. Just go to Amazon and write your review of the book, and you'll see the others there. And I would definitely appreciate that. All right, guys. Again, I'm not going to be here the rest of the week. So this is it for me this week. I will post a little bit later for those of you that want to come out to Indiana U tomorrow. I will post